Greetings, greetings, humanity. I am Jim, and here we have Frostpunk again. I know it's a terrible shock. I know what? How could Jim possibly be playing Frostpunk? I don't understand. These things, they happen, apparently. They happen. They happen. I unstable to hits. Yeah. I see that. I see you're exploring the labyrinth. Yes, no, Minotaurs are many and varied, as are their labyrinths. I'm convinced of it. One never knows. One never knows. They can't all be Asterion. But, you know. It's what happens, really. It's a lot of Greek mythology, actually, or a good portion of it. You have a thing that is a single creature, and then it shows up in a D&D book as a species. It's fascinating. Anyway, not quite that simple. I have a feeling there were more steps between those two things. Who knows? Who has time for thinking? Who has time for thinking tonight? Well, if you're wondering that, it's possible you've come to the wrong stream. But let's go ahead and get this underway. That actually is a fair point. It could be okay. Well, if you actually want to analyze it, oh no! Am I going to start talking about this now? Now? So if you actually do look into it, yeah, Tolkien is as you're suggesting, largely responsible for I think the popularization of taking a thing, an individual thing, an idea from mythology, but he sort of would morph the idea into a little bit of another thing. Yeah, there is this. There is this thing, though, where I think that he got the whole, how do I say, systematically tying of things into bigger world stuff, which I know there's probably better terms for that. Probably from Lord Dunsany, I'm thinking. So that's that I think might be the inspiration for, you know, that's like the step before Tolkien in getting there. But then you can definitely see what Tolkien does with that. But yes, Tolkien is responsible for many, many things. In any case, I must not allow myself to diverge. We must get back to the ice. Thinking I've never heard of them. Who are they? We're going to resume our story. We just started a new campaign. We're already on day 4. This is the refugees. We are escaping from colonialists. I guess we're escaping from the nobility and taking the engine for ourselves. If hope falls to 0, people will give you an ultimatum. If you fail, it will be the end of your rule. Yes, I know. People who are homeless don't get... Okay. And then it went away. Also, strangely, it's too hot in here. Unstable Day says, I'm going to go find food. I'll be back in 20 minutes, and there better be no thinking, or else thought punishment will occur. Understood. That double plus good. Good. Okay. Yes. Thinking. Who does that? Let me check my. I'm just going to look at my thermostat for a second, because I have this terrible feeling that I did something wrong. Nope. Nope, it's fine. It's working just fine. I just didn't set it low enough. Which is strange considering that we're in the dead of winter here, and... Is it the dead of winter? When is the dead of winter? Is that supposed to be the solstice? I don't know. I will look it up one day. But not right now. Right now, where I am, it's around the time it gets coldest, generally speaking. Gets coldest here. Here is not terribly cold. Nowhere near as cold as it is here. In this place, negative 22 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't think you want to know what the dead of winter is. Visitation is usually quite final and terminal. Well, I mean, you know, if the knowledge requires the death part, then that's understandable. Perhaps we don't want that forbidden knowledge. It's hard to say. Hard to say. It does sound. It has a rather ominous name. I can tell you that. We have only 38 rations left. That's not good. We should probably, like, do a thing where we can go out and acquire food or grow it, because starvation will probably set in very soon. Let's see. We're researching something. We just started researching the beacon. The beacon! We just started researching the beacon. I think we might be able to... Yeah, we can build a hunter's hut if we get 20 lumber, 20 wood. And so we just have to continue digging for wood, and then we'll be okay, relatively speaking. Our goals right now, save our people. At least 250 people must survive, it says. Which tells me that perhaps this is a scenario where we will see the storm. I don't know. I don't know anymore. We didn't see the storm last time, so I don't know when the survive bit happens. Or there might be a fight. I don't know. There's nobility coming for us, maybe. Await the incoming refugee groups. There are apparently 8 more of them. We've had 2. And because we're going to be up to 250 people at least, then and that's definitely going to be a thing. Build a beacon to signal our position, which, you know, I'm working on that right now. However, yeah, I feel like a hunter's hut is probably next. I don't think I have to have it warm at all. This is also not a very big area necessarily, which is also, that is good to know. We might be hidden here. Don't know. Don't know. Alright. Also, something... There's something. Don't know what it is. Tickling the back of my brain. I'll figure it out. Are we on an extended shift here? Not yet. We might be soon. Because it's going to take about 11 hours for us to research this, and... Yeah. We're only up to 60% currently. Who do we have here? Oh, 2 of them are in treatment. That's great. That's why it's going to take 11 hours. How are they doing? We have 4 people currently being treated, and they'll be ready in this amount of time, which is more than a day. Not doing us any favors. Okay, we've got some folks gathering wood here. There are 93 bits of wood left to gather here. We've got this gathering post also gathering wood at a rate of about 4.2 bits of wood per hour. We have... And also, you know, steam cores, of which we get 0.06 steam cores per hour. How does that work? How long it takes us to extract this. It's going to take us a while to extract that steam core. And then, of course, we have a bunch of coal and steel over here. We have more steam cores and more steel over here. Got it. Okay. We're gonna have to build a sawmill pretty quickly. And just, you know, grab what trees we can. But then we gotta get a wall drill going soon. Also, the sawmill we can do. Wall drill will require drawing boards, which requires 50 trees. It's a self-perpetuating problem, you see. Hi, Critwitch. Hello. Greetings. Thank you for coming. So what are we doing? Let me go ahead and something's happening. I guess I'm just going to wait until we have 20 wood, and I'll build a hunter's hut. The problem is I've got to, if I do it right when we have 20 wood, I've got to build it on an existing road, so that'll be fun. You know, it's giving me the tutorial for generator overdrive, which we won't be able to do until we research that. Might become necessary. Who knows? Temperature is going to drop in a couple of days. Gotta watch for that. I guess I could put the hunter's hut right here, maybe. Because I think this road goes like that. Yeah. That road bends. I could put it here. That's right near the entrance. I hope that's the entrance. Maybe that's the best place for it. Don't know. Okay, I've got enough lumber. I can build the thing. What are we talking about? Oh yeah, no, that's because two sick absences. Why it's taking as long as it is. Let us see if we can build the hut over here. As we're gonna need food. Oh, no, that's where you put a wall drill, apparently. So here's an interesting thing that I'm looking at, and I'm curious about. So this is a tree symbol, which means that you can harvest lumber from that area. And I guess that it's very strange because there's the deposit. There's an iron ore deposit there. And the weird thing is, like, as I'm getting ready to try to position this hunter's hut, do you see this, like, mountain symbol? Is that coal? No, that's coal. If that's coal and that's iron, what's that? I am unclear on what that is. I find it strange. And it's over here, too. Are these the bridges we spoke of? Might be. Huh. I'm gonna go ahead and save before I do this. As you know, this is important. And also, the moment we assign people, we have to take them away from gathering. Which is not great, but maybe, perhaps, we'll have the folks soon. I don't know. You have to have a lot of hunters, don't you? What's the deal over here. I can't see anything. Okay, hunter's gear. Thanks to better snowshoes and enhanced camouflage, hunters will, setting out from the hunter's hut, will return with more raw food from each hunt. Up to 20 raw food per hunt. Okay. So, researching that, it is not a terrible idea. Okay. Well, we gotta put it somewhere. This is very curious. Okay. This might be that bridge content we were speaking of earlier. So I don't know where they're gonna go when they leave. I kind of want to put it somewhere that will make it easy for them to get in and out. But and so if I had to guess, I have no idea. If I had to guess, I would have no idea. Excellent. We're gonna plonk it down here for now, and then we'll figure it out. This is next to a street. Wood is scarce. And then I will watch where they go when they leave. And I might restore back to this spot and send them. So, of course, we now have this issue where we don't have anyone to build it right now. But it would be nice for us to get folks out there. We already have people sick. If we pulled a medical worker... No! Can I pull people out of the freaking kitchen? I probably can. I feel like we don't need a lot of people in the kitchen right now. Sir, I assume we need them there to serve food. I need to double check that again, look it up. See what's necessary. Let's pull 4 people from the kitchen to help with that. And I'll pull someone off of this detail, although I'm hesitant, but you know. It's gonna get built still half as quickly as it should. Hunters! Hunters leave the city to hunt in Frostland for food. They work from 6 p.m. until 6 a.m. Initially, they bring up to 15 units of raw food from each hunt. Research upgrades to significantly increase hunt yield. 6 p.m. is 1800 hours. Oh yes, that's right. I remember the first time I played this, I used that trick where I would totally exhaust everyone by, taking them off duty in one place and making them hunters at night. Because I am sadistic. Apparently. They're gonna head over there to build. In about 5 hours, we'll know more. We're not doing a lot over here right now anyway. This place also has hours. I wonder if they're even necessary right now, because we don't have any raw food to turn into anything. Ah, they're there. Building away. Okay. We're up More wood and steel, which is good. I can introduce a new law. How are we looking right now for coal? Oh, we're barely ahead of the curve right now, and it's going to get colder, so we're going to be behind momentarily. Oh, this gathering post. Much more coal coming in from this gathering post. Maybe I should replace that person. I haven't done anything else with lumber for a bit. We're gonna have more stuff we're gonna need to research. And get them back up to max. For what good it'll do for them if, you know, they get off work in about an hour. We have no automatons. And I feel like the steam cores we find we're gonna need for, you know, surviving. We'll have a workforce. We'll have people. More are coming. But we will need to build a beacon as soon as it becomes available. Oh, that said, however. Laws! Let's see, what do I want to do to them? I mean, for them. Yes, that's it, for them. The House of... we're gonna go in the religious direction, I think, for this one, because I haven't done that one yet. I did the authoritarian direction before. So that's a thing, but how much is that? That takes 30 wood and 10 steel to build that. It's a house of prayer. People living nearby will gather to pray, which will raise their hope. Which, I mean, you know, couldn't hurt. There's no need to be concerned. Everything is fine. Everything's just fine. I'm sure everyone will be all right. Anyway, we're over here also. We signed the soup law, and that's everything. Hi, Sphinx Roll. Hi. Everything is fine. I don't know why people don't believe me when I say everything is fine. Yeah, just put on the robe. It's fine. it's pretty. It'll look lovely. Cultist robes are very much in this time of year. No, but in lieu of starting a cult, however, we're gonna make a decision about child labor. This is a very grim game, by the way. I just want to make sure that I've mentioned that. Which, if we go in this direction, that will open up medical apprentices and engineer apprentices. But if I go with child shelters, then children will be safer if they stay in child shelters during the day, and they won't cause any mischief. Hope will rise, and providing all children with a place in a child shelter gives a permanent hope bonus. But I would have to build one, which is 20 wood and 5 steel. I think we can swing that, probably, at this point. Currently, what other choices do we have? We've signed the sustain life thing. We have a couple of things we can look at here also. So, extra rations for the ill. I did that last time. Which is a thing we can do where we, you know, sacrifice food for that. I don't know if we can do that this time. Overcrowding. Our medical facilities should be fully utilized, even if we have to put patients on the floor. And That would double the capacity of medical facilities, but using it will cause discontent. So that's an unpopular law. Care house. The gravely ill and amputees will be cared for. We're not going to have amputees, but the gravely ill will be cared for at low cost in special houses. And if I introduce this, then I got to build one of these things, which is 25 wood and 5 steel. Gravely ill are kept alive in care houses, no longer burden medical posts. Residents of care houses eat half as much and hope rises slightly. But I have to build a care house. We have that. We have the choice between the cemetery and corpse disposal. We went down that road last time. We're going to actually have a cemetery this time when we do it. But that's only 10 wood. Hope rises, no risk of disease from unburied bodies. But each burial keeps some people from work for a few hours, which is a problem, but a thing we could do. So, let's see. And then, of course, there's the fighting arena. Let people punch each other in the face for a while. That's 15 wood to build. And evening bouts would reduce discontent. Which we do have some discontent going on. But should we institute the fighting arena before we institute the child shelter? Well, here's the thing. We're not going to have room for a child shelter right now. Because we need to put it in a heat zone. We do not have a viable heat zone right now to put it in, because we've got this heat zone and that's it. And there is no room. There's like the only room left is between these two buildings. And I don't think we can... Yeah, there isn't room there. There's no room. There is no room left in this heat zone. So I either have to increase the heat zone or build steam hubs. But, you know, one must figure it out. I come back and I hear what suspiciously sounds like thinking. Oh, no. We weren't talking about thinking. We were talking about building a house of prayer. Essentially to, or the possibility of building a cemetery, you see, just as a thing. It's a, no, we were just thinking about, we were thinking about starting a cult, that's all. Just a little cult. Just a little one. To try to give folks a thing to think about. I don't think we can build this yet, though. Carry on, priest. Other yes. Of course. So the fighting arena is, I mean, it's cheap and it works pretty well. The cemetery is cheaper. And we can, you know, put it a ways away. I will need to build a road. How much wood do we have currently? 45. You know, yeah, that we could do that. We could just put it a ways away, like over here, right? In one of these little sort of nooks. And hopefully not have to worry about anything. However, I mean, okay, yeah, there's that. There is the fact that we'd have to put the steelworks there. We need a good nook to put things in. Tucked away from everything else. Because we're going to need that for the beacon and for... If we go there, that might be a problem. What about over here? Coal mine. Is this only invalid because it's not adjacent to this to the street? Put it back there. I'm just looking for spots where things can happen. I guess it's going to be over here. I guess that's probably our best option to put things far away from us, is to put it out here somewhere, and hopefully without destroying these trees, which we are desperately going to need. So, I mean, that's a thing. But I mean, it looks like it's possible. Just have to be careful. I mean, this ideal is where you want to put a sawmill. I don't have to place it yet. But I'm thinking about it. Yeah, we're probably gonna have to. We're gonna have to use like a. We're gonna have to go and sort of do a far corner type deal, rather than a so like one of these deals. It's not a lot of space on this particular map. It's gonna be like back there, I think, is where that's gonna end up. When we put like the beacon and the other thing, they're gonna end up back there. The beacon and the graveyard are gonna end up back there. Okay. Oh, did you guess which law I was going? I think I'm gonna go with cemetery because it's the cheapest thing to set up. And it'll make hope rise. And the next cheapest thing is the fighting arena. But I don't know quite how I want to tackle that yet. I mean, well, we'll get there. Alright. I already saved the game. I've been just talking so long about this. Okay. Let's do it. Cemetery. Just, you know, planning ahead. A cemetery will be established so we can bury the dead properly. And as we see, hope is rising. Yes, we did avoid the we did avoid the option to just sort of plant the dead for uses, for a future use. The cookhouse, crematorium, and cemetery were all co-located. Yeah, no, not today, not this time. But you know, that we came close. We came awful close to that. They are now building this hunter's hut. I have earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, as it should be. At least after death we'll be allowed to rest properly. Yeah. Yeah, that'll be the point when that's allowed. Honestly. Okay. So I'm going to put it back here. I'm going to put the cemetery back here. I don't see it being too big a problem. The only problem, of course, just being getting the road out here. But, and yeah, it'll be an inconvenience as far as it being a long walk, but, that's the thing. It doesn't have to be warm. Because the residents of the cemetery will not require heat. As far as I'm aware. So we'll put them there. And I actually have a thought about the streets. We'll get to that in a moment. In just a second, really. Because we'll be putting that there, and then also the beacon will probably be going there. Alright. Now here's the question about streets. I can dismantle a street if I need to. Okay, good to know. We have some lumber available. I can just extend this street. It won't be quite as big a deal, will it? Can we go through here? No, we can't. There we go. And that'll give us a path there. We might build, you know, to go down here eventually, but let's not worry about that right now. That's a future self problem. Because we can, like, destroy several things if we need to. Dismantle street, dismantle building. So that'll be a thing when the time comes. Oh dear. Why have you stopped building that? Oh, now there are folks showing up to build that. Because they pulled the bell. Okay. Oh, hey. How much time is left? Oh, no, you don't. You will keep working. I should have done that before they pulled the, before they blew the horn. If people have issues with the lack of heat in the cemetery, they just need to not know anyone in need of being buried. Really easy, honestly. Yes, that's it. About 2 hours. It's not going to be enough time. Damn it! We're close. We're so close. I want to get that beacon underway. But now we need hunters. Well, guess who's just gotten drafted? We're going to have at least 5 of them. 15 would be nice. Hey, tell you what. Let's see. Let's see. We could still... That's like half the number of hunters we could possibly have right now. But we need food badly. So I feel I'm justified in taking away from some of the other places to give us hunters. And they have to be workers. They cannot be engineers. So let's see. Ugh. Okay. We need how many? 7, right? Yeah. Okay. This is where most of the coal is. This is where there is coal, but not as much. Honestly, thinking about just taking them all from here. This gathering post will not be very efficient, but at the same time... Yeah, let's do that. We're going to pull you from there. You will go out to gather food. There's only 65 lumber there left, but we need to put you over here so that we can get up to at least, 8 out of 10. And I guess that'll do for now. It'll have to. That changes up the numbers. Yeah, well, it still was going to be 2 hours because they I'm not going to overtime it, but I'm thinking about it. Okay. Well, there we are. That's that done. What, I got like a long light or something they're shining out there? Something happening there. Who knows? They're building a road leading up there. This thing, it will be a cemetery, which, you know, we don't need right now, but, you know, might come in handy eventually. We have only 11 food. We have only 11 food rations left. This is gonna suck. I hope we can get more people in, because while it will be a problem, because we're still gonna need to house people, we'll at least be able to feed them. Granted, we're feeding them soup, but still. Coal balance is looking good at the moment. Food balance, not so much. Because the food ration, well, the food ration gain is at 0 because we don't have anyone currently working at the cookhouse, because we're going to be just wearing everyone out. Making them do the do-si-do. Hunt it, cook it. Hunt it, cook it. Ah, more people. 18 homeless. Excellent. Missing children. Oh no. Are these people, we can't put them to work. Several families have reached our city. Unfortunately, some of their children got lost near the trail bend. They're distraught and beg you to help their kids. I see. Yeah. You never know. You never know. Yes, Frostpunk and... Yes. I feel as though saying Frostpunk and chill is kind of redundant, but yeah, it works. Let's see. Greetings. Yes. We are not sending the orphans to the mines, not this time. I'm gonna try. I'm handicapping myself here, because I'm gonna try to do this without using child labor. It is not going to go well. But we do have 10 more engineers we can throw at things, so there's that at least. We have these families showing up in waves. Trail bend discovered. Oh, we have a spot that's been discovered before we have scouts. That's interesting. We must save the children, I think someone said. Okay. Well, please don't leave them on their own. I gotta send people out there. Oh, but I see that we have a new goal. I see that we have a new goal here. Rescue the children from the trail bend. Right over, provide a place of rest for the dead. Not ominous at all. Yeah, so we're gonna be... Anyway, I was gonna do that anyway. I am curious, however. No, it's over here. It's over here, apparently. That's because we don't have the beacon yet. However, let's see. We have 32 wood currently. We need to build 2 tents, so I think we can do that. Yes, yes. Unfortunately, we will be building them outside of this ring. So I do not know. So I guess we're going to have to do... We're gonna have to do a steam hub. It's the only way I can see getting through this. Like, it'll be chilly tonight for them once they build those things, but we have, you know, drawing board, has 50 wood to even get this. Steam hubs, however, we can just do. We can just, we have to research them, but we can do them. As is the case with heaters. So, Hunter's gear would help a lot. We have too many mouths to feed here. So, steam hubs are 20 steel. We could build 2 of them if we knew how. It's probably going to be a good idea. Because otherwise, like, we'd have to do this, which is 50 wood. And we keep having to spend the wood that we gather on things. We don't have a lot of wood down here. There's only so much. And we could do a generator range upgrade. But we'd have to have it available. I don't know if we could do it in time. What is our... I mean, not and have the tents ready. Anyway, we must make a decision. There's 65 things left in this pile of wood. I should group the houses currently. What do we have? Tents. Let me see here. Tents. Tent. It's kind of spread out. Because I had to do it that way. Moving up toward the workshop and the gathering post. The hunter's hut. I don't actually need to heat the hunter's hut. I was thinking about trying to create another neighborhood where you could have people. Let me go ahead and do this and then that, just so that I'll have them assigned. But I guess I'll do it. I'll put them. I'll put them over here. I'll eventually be doing away with these things, one way or another. So I think we can do it. I think this will be the secondary neighborhood we're going to create over this way. I don't know if we can do the thing I'm thinking of doing. We'll see. But I can put that there. I don't want to destroy this wood resource. I think if I put them here, it'll be okay. I hope it'll be okay. This hasn't lost anything, has it? No? It's okay. Alright. Let me build in some street here. There we go. Setting that, I mean, you know, connecting things would be nice, but... Let's not worry about that just yet. Okay. We're setting that up so that they will have housing. Yes. Yes, this is another community where hope springs eternal. Or rather, maybe trickling eternal is more appropriate. I agree. I agree. Cemetery established. Okay, excellent. Good news. The cemetery has been established. Now we can put our dead to rest. Hope rises. Yay! Okay, good. More hope. Cemetery is way out here. No graves currently. But we have a couple more people getting sick, so that's good news. That's awesome. That's wonderful. People are now filtering in to do those things. Ah! Okay, they are heading out this way. These are the hunters, yes? I can't actually highlight them. But I see them moving this way. So, this was not a bad spot to put the hut. Might have been better even if I'd put it over here, but I was worried about getting too close to whatever the thing was, that other symbol that showed up. I mean, it's important to build streets, but yes, if we don't connect things, we can advertise them as having enhanced privacy. I agree. That is a thing we could do. I suppose. Oh, we're out of food. Great, great. More good news. We need more huts. Or, you know, a hothouse would be good. When can we do that? Level 1. Yeah, that's another thing we might want to do. I mean, hunter's gear would be helpful too. There's a lot that would be helpful if we could do it. We don't have the time, and that is a problem. Bad food and overtime. Yeah, that's an issue. We can only do some. 4 are sick now. Oh boy. Yeah, we're gonna need 5 are sick. Oh no. I'm gonna have to sign that law. I'm gonna have to put people on the floor. Not gonna be popular. Discontent's gonna go up again. And people are starting to get hungry. Oh, this is gonna be fun. And not at all terrifying. We survived another night. That has to count for something. Another day, another shift. Well, that's life. Now I've got to put some people here to cook what I'm hoping will be raw food coming in. I have to figure out how to distribute folks so that that will happen. Are they returning? No, they're just going to work. Beacon researched. Excellent. We can now build the beacon. I don't know where we're going to pull the people to be scouts, but we'll see. Yeah, so their hunt usually takes 12 hours. The hunters have been away for about 9 hours. The hunters will return with up to 15 raw food. I mean, there's no point putting anyone there until they arrive. But when they do... misery. Okay. So anyway, they finished the research, which is good. That's good. I'm glad. We now have the ability to build a beacon. Or we will when we have 20 wood and 35 steel. Which, oh, that's going to take a lot. We'll be okay for it, I think. Soon. What do we want to research next? If we research hunter's gear, then they will... That only costs 10 wood. I could do it. Not this time, but maybe the next time they go out, they could bring back a little more food. There's faster gathering. which lets people gather coal, steel, and wood faster, which, you know, we could use that. Oh, too much. Too much happening. Heating. Small hub. Steam hub. Also takes 10 wood to research, and once we have that, that would mean a plunge in temperature would not be terrible. Right now it's chilly in these houses. These tents. So still a low risk of falling ill. Not happy. I guess it's just a question of what we can do with the time we have. Where it gets weird, right? Because, like, if we do this, and I can do the range upgrade, which is kind of what I'd be looking for. But it's also not going to be great. Because, you know, I've got the cost of researching this and the amount of time that's going to take. But, like, we might be able to do it in this amount of time, maybe? Except we only have 10 wood right now. I don't think we're going to be in a position... Yeah, honestly, I don't think we're going to be in a position where we're going to be able to think in the long term for that. I don't think we... It's like... We're probably going to end up having to go with the steam hubs. And we're going to have to... Like, we're going to need a sawmill relatively soon. Not yet, but soon. I feel like this is the most important thing right now because everyone's going to starve to death otherwise. So it's like Hunter's Gear. And then the steam hub. And then maybe we can build a steam hub in time over here to keep these folks from dying. I think that's what we have time to do, honestly. And then hopefully, maybe, in all of that, maybe we'll gather enough wood that we'll be able to, in the meantime, build that beacon and go rescue the children. Because there's that too. Either you return with food, or you are the food. This statement is even more interesting if it's an inclusive or. You return with food, or you are the food. It's like, still could be either way. It's, you know, that's what's happening. I have yet to unlock cannibalism on the law tree, but you never know. Anyway. Okay, decision made. Alas. We're going for the hunter's gear. Because we need to have that. And we're out of wood. Really? I couldn't have guessed. Currently only have 5 patients in there currently, but we only can have 5 patients. That's the point. Okay. And we still have 2 sick people who aren't going to be able to make it. Yeah, this is all... It's all pain all the time. But when they arrive with the raw food, we'll reassign some folks to
Time to get to work.
go and make soup. Still currently 15 per day because we're still researching this. This will take about 5 hours to research. We might be able to get in another start to research something shortly. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. which is going to be steam hubs. It's going to have to be. Oof. Ah, okay. They're back. And they brought food. So 15 raw food can be turned into into 75 soup, I think. Do I have that right? Yeah, it's 5 soup per raw food unit. Yeah. I agree, Unstable Days. Frostpunk does bring out the best, most hopeful side, I think, of everyone, really. And yeah. Cannibalism can be committed, regardless of what the law indicates. That's true. You know. And yeah, either way, they are returning with food. I am hopeful that food will arrive. Yes, food's happening one way or the other. It's just a question of what source we choose. I'll get some folks in the kitchen, and hopefully we can put off cannibalism for a little bit longer. Cheery things like cannibalism. Right. So we currently have this wood extraction is going to take a while, but we need it. We have sick people here because of course we do, making this gathering post less efficient. So let's see, can't take away folks from the medical post. That would not be a great idea. So I guess I'll take them away from the wood crates, because that's all I can do. I'll put them in the kitchen. And they can get to and then once they've finished making all of this into rations, I can put them back over here. So hopefully, and we have a sick absence, so it's not even going to be perfect, but you know, we got to do what we got to do. Okay. What else? I don't know. We're figuring it out. Got 4 sick people. Yeah. I'm gonna have to put people on the floor of the medical post. It's the only way. I'd like to get to the point I can build an infirmary, but we don't have the necessary resources just yet. Okay, time to introduce a new law. Hooray. Alright. Overcrowding. They're not getting extra rations. That's for sure. So, capacity of medical facilities will be doubled. Using the extra capacity will cause discontent. And current discontent will rise slightly. Medical facilities double their capacity. And we can get the rest of them in treatment. See? Discontent. Our sick will be crammed like in a poorhouse. If the ill have somewhere to lie, they have a chance to recover. Yep, that discontent's going right up, isn't it? Like, they're making 40 per hour, but it's going right back down again. Oh no. Extra rations are for winners. Look, you have shelter. You can be sent out to find things. Extra rations are for closers only. Oh gosh. Okay, well. Requires raw food. Are they done with? That's not a 0. Yes, always be closing. Okay, Hunter's gear is researched. So hunters from the Hunter's Hut will return with up to 20 raw food from each hunt. So that's good. 20 a day. Hopefully this time, since I've got folks committed to it now, it'll be from 1,800 to 600 hours. So we can do that. More research. This is going so well. I want to take people away from the cookhouse. I still see that raw food that says less than an hour. It'll be gone in an hour. It'll be fine. Okay. Hunter's gear has been researched. Now, we can go faster gathering, which would help some. Or we could go steam hubs. Which would help more. We don't have enough to... We're trying to get enough wood to build a frickin' beacon. We can't do it yet. If we were gathering wood faster, we could do it. It's a problem. Seven hours, so it's not. This is not going to be completed today. Employing better tools and methods, people gathering resources from coal piles, wood crates, and steel wreckage will work 15% faster whether using gathering posts or not. I could do something terrible. This discontent's just going to go right up, isn't it? I hate this. I hate this so much, but I could put them on an emergency shift. I could take them off of the long shift first, so the discontent will go down. But then when we get close to 1,800 hours, I could then put them on an emergency shift. So that they continue the research and we get both done within the amount of time we're looking for. That I could see working. I do not like this, but I haven't used emergency shift yet, so we could do it. So I think then, therefore, I could do, if I do that, then I could do the fast gathering first, you see. Hopefully. And that would benefit us more. Because we'd have the materials faster. Coal piles, wood crates, and steel wreckage, 15% faster. It's not a lot faster, but it's... whether using gathering posts or not. We can do this, and then do the steam hub, and with any luck, be able to build it in time, put it like here somewhere, so that these people do not freeze to death. Okay, yeah, that sounds like a plan. It sounds like a plan. Heaters, of course, is for workplaces. We don't really have that for homes. We have bunkhouses in this level, which would be really great. But we don't have a lot of time. Okay. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm going to go faster gathering. To start with, foolishly, I am going to take you off of that. Discontent lowers slightly. Boy, is it going to go up, though, again. They may throw me out. They may throw me out on my ear here. We'll have to see how this goes. So I just have to watch the clock. How are we looking coal-wise currently, by the way? It's not terrible, but, you know, we'll see how it goes. We're gathering from these coal from these gathering posts. Freaking wood crates. 50 war wood left there. Even if I built a gathering post. Hello. They're going to rest after the hunt. Yeah. That's fine. I think that's all we can expect. Okay, tell you what, you're not going to make more food, so I may as well pull you out of here and put you over here. Is this a wise decision? Probably not. But we need resources to be gathered as fast as possible. Let me see now. How much was it for a beacon? I can make a beacon. 20 wood, 35 steel. I have no idea where we're going to get the scouts from, but I can make a beacon. When is this going to be tapped out? Not a while yet. This gathering post will be tapped out. Oh, that's going to take a while. This gathering post. This one might be done first. So I might be able to free some folks up once, once one of these gathering posts is done. It's going to be this one. Once this gathering post is done, then I'll be able to do that, I think. Or I could just take folks off of this gathering post since they're gathering steel, which is not as immediately essential. Good lord. There's too much happening. Anyway, let's build a beacon. Let's put it right by the cemetery. Out here might be a bit too much. Let me go ahead and put it here. I don't think they'll mind. Will they? I have no idea how many to put in there. Okay. Let's do it. Hope we have enough lumber for something else when we need it for something else. Getting that beacon going is important. Okay. 1600. We've got folks going hungry again already, and we're down to 7 food rations. And honestly, I mean, you have to have 15 people per hunter's hut. I can't afford to. I can't afford more people. We're getting what we're getting. That's gonna be it. We're gonna have people hungry. Hey, folks.
Put down your tools.
Here we go. Oh, yeah! at that discontent shooting right up. Oh, there it is. Welp. I have a feeling they want to talk to me about the decision I've just made. Cold homes. Oh, not that. Yeah. No, I gotcha. Captain, some of our people are concerned about the low temperature in their homes. They quite sensibly point out that they'll need to fall that it's easy to fall ill when it's cold, and ask you to address the problem. Let's heat some homes, which was you'll have to start heating one of the cold homes within 2 days, then keep them heated for 2 days. Let's heat all homes. You'll have to start heating 2 cold homes within 24 hours. There are only 2 cold homes. I know how to get that. And keep them heated for 2 days. Or, I won't address this right now. Discontent will write. Within 24 hours. I think we can do it. Because we're gonna get a, the next thing we were gonna do was, I just put them on that shift for a reason. Because my plan next was to go for the Steam Hub. So, I think we can do it. Which is funny because some homes, I have to heat one of them. Because there are only 2 cold homes right now. Everyone else is built next to the beacon, so let's heat all. So unless we have more people show up, I'm gonna say let's heat all homes because I am a fool. Both of them. So our goals have shifted again here. Let's see. Make homes livable. Secure at least livable living conditions in homes. Oh boy. Hopefully I can clear this out before this this temperature drop happens. That's before the next 24 hours. It'll be fine. Open discontent. Yep. We looked at this last time. But I'm not clear on what the dynamic is between the two. I don't know if they, when do they come and get you, I guess is the question. When do they come for you? We don't know. But anyway, kind of the point here. In about 2 hours, they're going to be done researching faster gathering. And then I can start them on the Steam Hub. Best we can do. Are you all back at work? 100% efficiency? Good. And unfortunately, I'm probably going to have to make up for it by not putting them on overtime for a little while. This discontent's going to stay up. I mean, right now the Hunter's Hut's only at 87% efficiency. For whatever reason. Because one of them's in treatment. 2 of them are in treatment. So we're not even going to get the full 20 per day that we invested in. This is going to be great. Faster gathering researched. Gathering speed from coal piles, wood crates, and steel wreckage has increased by 15%. That's great. Can't really take advantage of it right now, but it's good that it's there. Only 45 trees left in there. Only 45 trees worth of wood left in there. 45 units of lumber. Okay. Alright. Steam Hub research. I know that's what we're doing next. Here we go. We only have 18 wood. This is ridiculous. Steam Hub. Yeah, it's gonna be livable for such a short period of time. About 7 hours. everything will be fine. How are you lot doing? Okay, the beacon is built. We're no longer lost and blind. From now on, people will be able to survey the icy barrens that surround us. Frostland. If we can spare them. Good, excellent. They're going home. We now have the ability to see the map. And I can now figure out more about things. So we built the beacon to signal our position. So actually, even just having the beacon might garner us more people. We've already got people. Hey, look at that! People are. We can see more people coming. Great. Beacon. Okay. Let me. Beacon time. Okay. Let's have a look. So we've got our people. We now have them coming towards us. First, it's still going to be like 2 days before either of them get here. 15 workers, 15 workers. It'll be great when they get here. And also terrible because we'll have to house them. Well, the good news is I don't see a storm on the horizon, so that's helpful. There's always a big storm coming. But it's early days yet. Mark this. Everything is clear to our north. Currently. What else do we have? So we have this trail bend where we have to find the children. Can we wait 2 days to go look for the children? The trail takes a bend around a low depression there. A faint smudge of smoke rises over it from time to time. And then there's an abandoned camp over there, several ruined shacks. We can't see any signs of activity. Which, you know, that'll be great to go and explore when we have the resources to do so. Now, the thing is, we can't do it. We can't even do it with... I guess they have to make sleds out of the wood. Even if I free up 5 people, 5 workers, we still need the wood available. We're gonna need, and it has to be workers specifically, I guess. We're gonna need 40 lumber to create this scouting party because we have to build the sleds. Somehow, it's 5 people, right? 5 sleds, apparently, uses the same amount of resources to build as 4 tents or 2 of these beacons. Or, you know, close to a couple of medical posts. 2 hunters' huts. Credulity. I don't know. Alright, well, there we are. So that's good to know, at least, that's, the beacon is there. And folks will see it. See the balloon going up! Balloon! They'll be able to see it. And know that they are not alone. There it is. Alright. That'll at least get folks here. Oh, wait. Did that just change to... Oh, I guess they were further away, and then the beacon went up, and they're getting here faster, maybe? Ah, people. 15 survivors. Time to reach our city, 1 days. You can send scouts to meet the survivors and escort them to our city safely. That's great. Would that we had the wood. Would that we had the wood. Ugh. Put this wood pile on an emergency shift. Get that 45 wood out of there. Don't do that, Jim. Okay. So let me, about 3 hours left on this. I'm going to need to step away for just a moment. The time has come for me to step away for a moment. And when I come back, we will see what needs be done when we finish researching that one thing. What's that one thing called again? Steam hubs. Oh, yes. We'll build one. Yes, that's it. Be right back. Greetings once again. We're going to do this a little bit longer, and I am probably going to have to actually dive off, but that's okay. Let's see. Just keep it going. Man, we have 10 patients currently. 0 in palliative care because we don't have the... And an 11th person got sick. Oh, we've got someone leaving in about 3 hours. So we can hang on for 3 hours. Oh, boy. You know, building... We may need a second medical tent. Second medical post here. 25 wood. Despair. lot of people are just suddenly getting sick. Because I sent them to build this beacon? Is that what happened? No idea. None at all. Okay. These folks get here in 14 hours. Team Hub researched. Okay. Now, unfortunately, I can't research anything else because, I don't have enough wood. And I will not have enough wood until the morning. When they, when they appear. So there we are. What we're gonna have to do then is, having a sawmill would be great. But of course I'd have to have the people. Can't do a thing unless you have the people. That's part of the problem. The coal thumper is an interesting idea. You need the people for that, too. That's another problem. Anyway, it's only a few hours before shifts begin, so there's that. But what do we have that is now... Steam Hub! Here we go! Yes, we can do this now. We can just plonk it right there. What I'd prefer to do is have a separate, give it its own separate zone, right? So that it's heating a maximum area, a maximum possible area. That would put them, I'd put them right about here. So if I move a road, I move a street, there'd be a little overlap if I do this, but that's okay. If I expend enough wood to build the road out, just like one or two little units, then we can do it. This has to be on a street. So I do that. -3 wood. Right? Then I can put the steam hub there. And that'll help somewhat. There. Okay. Well, that's done. That will heat these two cold houses until the temperature drops again and everyone will be cold. They're gonna love that. I wish I could put in for more research right now, but we do not have the materials. Is content going down? Maybe. God, I'm so tired. Every day is the same grind. We've got to keep going. Let's make it through the day. Maybe tomorrow will be better. Sure it will. Okay. This zone is now being heated. There we go. We have successfully met our goal to keep homes warm. I don't know for how long we have to maintain that because it's gonna drop. Ah, okay. We got food again. I need to put people here. All right, let me pull some engineers from this wood pile because that's all I can think to do right now. Wait. Was I not thinking that I could pull workers from this gathering post because we do not need as much steel immediately? I was thinking that. Let's do that. All right. That'll work. And we just have to wait for, hours to wait for it to open. And then when it does, they'll make soup, which is not popular, but is we're working with what we have. How long do I have to maintain this keeping homes warm thing? 1 day 22 resolves in 1 day 22 hours. There's no way in hell I can do this. There's no way I can't do it. Temperature's going to drop before then. Why didn't I hover over here and look at it more carefully? This is pain incarnate. All right. Well, this is not going to go well. I can't maintain them at livable because I can't freaking turn up the generator. Do I have the... Because I don't think I have Overdrive yet, do I? It's giving me the switch for Overdrive. Overdrive couplings. Oh! Maybe I can still do Overdrive. That's going to be our only hope, because Overdrive couplings are way the hell down here. Ugh! Pain and misery! Now let's wait for that 10th tree to come in here. There we go! My God. More attack! Okay, these folks are going to be here in about 9.5 hours. We're going to have to build more housing for them. We're going to build it in this heat zone. But this will be a little district out here. Now, what shall we research? We could research heaters, which would be great, except we can't put them in homes. What are we looking at right now for when we drop a level? This is going to drop to Chile, which is still doable. This will drop to Chile, that's doable. This will drop to cold. This will drop to cold. That's not good. Gathering posts. How much left at the... Oh, there's so much left at the gathering posts. I might have to... It's a workplace. I might have to go ahead and do the heaters. Because when the temperature drops again, they're much more likely to get sick. Should just build another freaking medical post. Okay, Just look at them. Look at them! If I have the health, 25 wood. .3 wood per hour. Our lumber intake, it's 69 per day, it says currently. It's not enough. Alright. But I have to research something. So the sawmill could provide a solution to that problem. Except I don't have people to staff it yet. I will have more people in about 9 hours. But not going to be a lot. But the sawmill is an option. The heaters... I mean, we're gonna have to do the heaters for these gathering posts. And we're gonna have to take folks off of this wood pile because it's not... Well, actually, no, it's in a heat zone. It's by a steam hub. Maybe it'll be alright. It will not be alright. People will get sick if they continue working here once the temperature drops. It's 42 wood. We can get at it. But, yeah, that's what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to... Or we could build another gathering post there. Gathering post is 15 wood and 5 steel. Maybe. We'll see. We'll have to see what we have available. But then we can reclaim some of that when we disassemble it. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and research the heaters. We have to research the heaters. I don't think there's any way around that. Once again, out of wood. Amazing. It's early yet, though. And the only way I'm going to be able to keep these tents livable is if I put this into overdrive, and I don't know how long I can keep it in overdrive. Temperature overlay? Oh, that's just this. Okay. I'm concerned about what the overdrive couplings are, but anyway. Oh, I see that we're back down to 0 raw food, so I hope I can take folks off of this. Hang on. Redistribution. I think I can take folks out of the cookhouse. I think they can just go and get the food. I hope they can. And put them out here. And yeah, that's all I can do. That increased our rate. A little bit, yeah. Okay. Only 35 wood left here. So, maybe we'll get the rest of it. 3.5 per hour? No, not all of it. No, 5.6 per hour now. Okay. Wait. Potential 6.1 per hour. What? We'll see. I'd like to get all of it if we can. I'd like to avoid people getting sick. We now have, incidentally, 25 wood. I could build another gathering post over here. Get this remaining 27 wood. Maybe it'll be done before we're... Might be done. It might not be necessary. This might be necessary, building another one of these, and we have the wood for it now. Right at this moment. We're doing workshop stuff. The next thing will have to be either the sawmill or the drawing boards. We don't have anyone sick right this second. We should probably save the wood for building more houses, because we're going to need 2 more houses when these people show up. And then 1 more house when these folks show up. I think that's how it's going to work out. What do we have? We have 88 people. And so yeah, that's 9 houses. I'm saying houses, it's tents. We have 9 tents I know how things work. Why don't you just look at it? There we go. 2 vacant beds currently. And so when 15 more people show up, I'm going to have to house 13 of them, which means I'm going to have to build 2 more tents. And then we'll have, I think, 7 beds vacant. So when these folks show up, we'll just need to build 1 more, and then we'll have, yeah. That's right. But I was thinking, yeah, but, and maybe we're okay. Maybe we're okay. Maybe I don't have to build another medical post yet. I'm gonna try to sit here and get to a point where we can start the research on the next thing. How much? We've got like 116 over here remaining, and then that'll be it for the lumber. And I'm gonna have to start looking for trees. There's some trees over here. No, wait, there's a coal deposit. There are trees over here. I hope. Yeah. It's either that or I gotta just get on building a wall drill. Yeah. But anyway. Yeah. They can huddle up, it's fine. That's right. I'm sure it'll be fine. But yes, these are the 88 people. Okay. So I'm holding off? Yes, because I need to build houses. Sorry, tents. Holding off because I need to build tents. I keep saying houses. We don't get houses for a while. They're not houses, they're tents. I don't know how things work. I am not going to be able to keep the Overdrive on long enough, probably, to achieve this goal of keeping everything livable. And that too is terrifying. We shall see. Yes, abject failure. 1 day and 16 hours. My God, this is not going to go well. Just got to keep them working on what they're doing. This shift will end. No, this is happening in less than an hour, so then I'll put them on something else. But the shift is going to end around 1800. A 24-hour shift. We have 52 wood currently. So we'll be able to get started on the next thing, even though they're going to have to stop once the 24-hour shift ends. But that's okay. It of course means we won't have the wood to build the tents. I don't think. Got 10 more sitting there. We're at 1530 currently. I'm gonna watch the clock, and at 1730 I'm gonna check this again and maybe put it on an extended shift. There is a method to this madness. Heaters are researched. Okay. So this is a good thing, because the gathering posts will now have heaters, so I'll be able to turn those on as we lose coal dramatically. And we'll lose, because I'm also going to put everything on overdrive. It's going to be great. The coal balance already is not looking great. We're already out consuming. Oh, this is going to be painful. It's going to be so painful. I really hope this works. This is not gonna work out. 1 day, 14 hours. I don't think I can do it. All right. Heaters are researched. I don't know if we're gonna have. We need another 14 wood before we can. This is gonna be crazy. It's like either I could just go for the sawmill. It's not gonna be ready. It's not gonna be ready today. But I'll have the wood available. The drawing boards, we start on the drawing boards, then we can unlock this stuff and actually go for like a wall drill. And let's see, sawmill upgrade, charcoal kiln, wall drill. Let me see, what do we have over here that I can barely see? The hothouse. The hothouse is really the biggest thing because we're gonna need to feed everybody. More scouts. I need to have, you know, a number of scouts. I don't know. I need to make scouts. I didn't even think about that. It's 40 lumber for the scouts. Three hours. Less than 3 hours. Ugh. I think maybe I need to just start them on the sawmill first. Now thinking about it, that seems more sane than the path I've been taking in my head. Yeah, that's probably actually what we need to do. All right. Okay. I successfully have talked myself down. We're making a sawmill. I see that people have been eating the food without this place being open, so that's good. Because when I closed it, there was more over here. So that means we still have 9 hungry people. We have 6 rations. Guess we'll see what happens. Who are the hungry people? They are going to work or working. This is a strange thing. So this will be ready in about 7 hours, whenever that is, because they're currently under 24 hours, but that's going to stop. All right, stop repeating yourself, sir. What was that? I said stop it. Never mind. But we do have enough lumber, and so I'm not going to have to put these on... I'm not going to have to put these on emergency shift or on a longer shift. I don't think. Because we'll have the wood available to make a couple of houses. And then when we do that, I do want to make scouts when these folks arrive. Immediately turn them into... Yeah, oh, welcome. Go right back out there. And I need 40 wood for that. So I might do an extended shift. Don't know if that's going to give us enough. Let's see where we're at when we hit 1730. Because we already spent it. We've got them started on the sawmill investigation. Investigation, research. I don't know. I don't know what things are called anymore. Do things have names? Okay, the wood crates are depleted. All right. Excellent. We've just freed up some of our workforce. This is great news. So that means, what do we have? We have 8 engineers and 5 workers. Good. Let's go ahead. Actually, let's just anticipate the. Let's do this ahead of time for a change. I know, sounds crazy, but I know I'm gonna need 2 more tents. Let's go ahead and build those, because that'll be necessary. Okay, so if I build it here, that won't do anything. If I build it here, it will. I could build that there, and that there. Pretty sure. Hang on. Let's go ahead and build their homes so they'll be ready when they get here. Good. A third one will be necessary, but we don't need to build it yet. We've got another day. We'll see how things go. Oof. Why did I do this? Why did I agree to this? What's wrong with me? Okay. One starving. Oh no. That's gonna be great. Wonder how long starvation lasts. Forever.
It's time off.
Alright. Oh, we have 40. We have exactly 40 wood. That means, right at this moment, what I could do is, barring the need to build something else, like, you know, another medical post in the night, I could go ahead and send folks... I could send folks out as scouts right now. I could do that. Yeah. Starvation needn't last long. I have a feeling you're suggesting a policy. But, yeah, let me see. I've got the people to spare. Yeah, let's do it. I just saved the game a second ago, didn't I? Didn't I? Building. That's okay. Wasn't a second ago, but I'll go ahead and do this. Okay. And we're out of wood again, really? I need to send them out to... I mean, I could send them over here to our people and escort them back, but really the whole thing about the children is, I think, taking precedent right now. Taking precedence. So that's kind of more what we need to do, I think. However, out of curiosity, that would be 11 hours. Heading out here is 15 hours. Yeah, let's go ahead and send them to the trail bend so that we can do that. I'll go ahead and save now. Okay, here we go. Off we go to the trail bend. Back in town, we have 8 engineers currently idle. So I can put them in places like here. Also, I mean, honestly, we have 28 engineers. Ultimately, it'd be great if we could get like another workshop going. Research stopped. I think the shift has ended. And hopefully it'll be okay. We'll see. All right. Well, there'll be more food in the morning. Ah! They've arrived. Another group arrives. More than a dozen of our people have reached the city. They look around in awe. The generator is truly a wonder. And to think the lords wanted to keep this place for themselves. I see. I have a feeling this is going to end tragically one way or the other. I hope you gentlemen aren't afraid to get your hands dirty. Welcome, mates. Good to see you again. Most of these folks sound like they're from the north, but I guess at least one of them is from London itself. We're at 87%. Those people are sick. Probably. That's what I'm guessing. I'm guessing that's what's happening. In treatment, yep. Okay. Yeah, look at that, heating the tents already. I'm going to have to send things into overdrive very soon. My hope is that the overlap, however, is not that great. I have a day and 9 hours. That I'm going to have to... This is going to go poorly. I want to try and avoid setting it into overdrive. I don't know if overdrive can be kept up for a whole day. I think maybe it can. But at least they're in livable homes. Homes. Livable tents. Okay. So we have that. That's currently happening. Of course, they're going to go out and then they're going to bring back a bunch of children. Which will... thing. Ah, laws. What law can I secretly pass in the night that will, that they will despise? Or praise us for? Well, let's see. So, there's ceremonial funerals. We're just getting ready for it. Those who give their lives in service to the city deserve the highest honor. We will give our dead ceremonial funerals to inspire the living. And loss of hope caused by deaths is halved if we introduce it. So that's a good preventative measure, if nothing else. Care house. We're probably going to need this soon. Up to 20 gravely ill and amputees are cared for here, receiving halved food rations. Hope will rise slightly if I sign this law. Triage. Quarter of patients will die instantly. Let's not do that yet. But we can use it to instantly heal half of the patients. Yes. Ah, yes, the sleeping is for the weak law. And, let's see. We can always build a fighting arena. Get people on evening bouts, reducing discontent. That's the only thing that reduces discontent that I can see on the board here. Or we could make this fateful decision we've been putting off. Child labor. Which will cause hope to fall slightly. Child shelters, which is what I was planning to do initially. Hope will rise. And it gives a permanent hope bonus. 20 wood, 5 steel. We've got to wait for the... Hopefully we'll have enough time to wait for the lumber to come in. But we do have a heat zone we can build it in now. So, and I mean, same thing for the, honestly, same for the care house. But this might be a good idea. Maybe. So I guess it's the question of, do I want to do a hope bump? Which I could just do with this. Well, no, it's not a hope bump. It's just a... Again... hope doesn't go down so much. Or I could do this for a discontent... Yeah, a discontent reduction. Or, the other thing is, I could cause them to get religion. Raise hope that way. But I gotta build 2 houses of prayer. That's a little too much to deal with right now. I think we're just still adapting. Discontent's not looking good right now. Hope is at over half currently. So, I'm actually thinking the fighting arena might not be a terrible idea. It's not something I want to do. But, you know, could come in handy. Get some of this discontent down. There's a lot of discontent happening. Obviously, I don't have the lumber to build anything right now, but this takes 15 wood. Child shelter takes 20 wood, 5 steel. I want to do both of them, but we'll do this first. Yeah, the fighting arena. We take care of the fighting arena before we take care of the child shelter. What kind of a person does this? A person who realizes that we still have to build sawmills. Fair enough. The fighting arena will be established. Oh, we now have 2 starving people. That's great. Well, lots of people enjoy these violent shows. Good. Betting on fights was the next best thing to the races. I'm so happy to enable the gamblers in camp. That's wonderful. So, got to build a fighting arena. We've got 2 days, almost 3 days to build one. That's good. That'll be enough time. Currently, 10 being treated, 0 in palliative care. We don't have palliative care, which is part of the problem. But yeah, exactly what I was thinking. That's one way to help with discontent, of which we have plenty. But, you know, I'll get to building that soon. But we may have other things that take precedence. Like, you know, sawmills. Sawmills will help us. Sawmills will help us. Still got like 1 1/3 days or so to get this. Oh boy, it's almost time for overdrive. This is not going to go well. Let me see what I'm looking at here. One day if we can make it another 4 hours before the temperature drops, we're gonna be catching it right on the cusp. I don't know if it's gonna. I don't think we're gonna make it. I don't think we're gonna make it. Rather, discontented adults relieve their anger before the children show up. Fair. That's absolutely fair. Okay, we've got... It says 2 hours. That little thing is drawing closer. I don't know if we're gonna make it. About 3 days, and we're not gonna have that. It's gonna be halved. It's gonna be like a day and a half, and we're not gonna have enough coal on us, but we are going to be retrieving coal. Oh, this is going to be rough. We're at 440. 1 hour. Let me see if I can get into the fight, because it's probably going to drop. Temperature's probably going to drop maybe at 6. So if this drops down to 1 day, we're talking seconds here. Okay. Time to get out of bed. Let's make it through the day. Maybe tomorrow will be better. Maybe. Okay, drop down to 1 day, 0 hours. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it at 1/4 till. I don't know if it's gonna work. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if the generator is going to explode. Let's find out. Here we are. Generator overdrive is on. And actually, I don't know how long it's going to take for the overdrive to get where it needs to go. And did that happen? It did. Okay, good. We're currently comfortable, which is not going to last long. Okay. Good. People are eating raw food. Oh, right. I gotta get the kitchen open. Here, go work in the kitchen, new people. That's not good for them. People are being forced to eat raw food from the stockpile. That won't satisfy their hunger as fully as food rations would. Well, let me get the people. I've got the staff there. Temperature falls.
It's getting colder.
Okay. It's so cold. Better not to go outside without a good reason. Okay. Oh, it was... This didn't happen until like 7. So... Let me do something real quick. Let me catch that real quick, if I might. Let me go back and catch that real quick. They've arrived. I can have them staff the food place. I'm gonna put the food place on... on a long shift, which will not be popular, but it will help because they will be there immediately making soup once the when the hunters come back with the raw food. Don't know how much they're actually going to come back with. And oh, hang on just a moment. Let me take care of something. Let me take care of something real quick. I see we have something I need to take care of real quick. Okay, block. Let me just double check here. Cheap viewers, huh? No, that's yeah, that's a thing I need to take care of right now. So let's see. Let's see. So that's go ahead and block. And ban. There we go. Yay. Okay. Now that that's been taken care of. Let me go ahead and just clear out this other thing that just cropped up so that I can get back over here. Okay, good. All right. Yeah. Yes, we don't need cheap viewers. We need quality automatons. That's right. Getting automatons would be great right now. I'm missing the automatons from the last scenario. Okay. Back to this. So, let's see. I've got them on an extended shift, so that will bring them in. They'll start making soup, hopefully immediately. This maybe isn't happening until 7? So I've got a little longer, which I'm going to take advantage of that because I don't remember how long Overdrive lasts. My hope is that it will last for 24 hours. But we'll see. Because I'm going to have to keep these tents warm long enough to fulfill this promise. But only the letter of the promise, it would seem. We have 5 more people sick. We need more. We need more room. We got to build another medical shelter, I think. Okay. Well, let's see. Too much is happening. Too much is happening! What was the next thing? The next thing was, did we staff everywhere? I think we did. I think we staffed everything. It's just a question of, getting stuff together. We have currently 3 engineers and 10 workers free. And we could do some things. Anyway, you know, right now they're just staying home because that's all they can do. One of them is also starving. That's great. Oh boy. 13 hours, we'll need another tent, but that's a future me problem. Make it through the day. Maybe tomorrow will be better. I can't guarantee that. Okay, slowly people are getting better and filtering into the medical tent. Okay. So now I'm going to wait till 6:45 before I activate this. 1 day, 0 hours. 23 hours. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Oof. I hope this works. Uh, 6:45. Overdrive on. Okay, that instantly heats things up. And these houses are now all comfortable, which is good because we're going to need that to be the case. As are these other things that are going to be chilly in a moment. I do not know if this will work. I hope this will work. We will see. They're working on the sawmill currently, right? Yeah.
Cold is coming.
Getting colder with each day. Hope I don't freeze to death on duty. I hope so too. Okay. Now the food rations are being consumed immediately. We no longer have anyone starving, but you know, people are eating what they can. Good Lord. And we got to do something about this. Hey, we've got free people. We've got 10 free. We can make another hunter's hut. We can do another hunter's hut. We'll need the wood for it. 20 wood, but it can be done. Temperature falls. We're on overdrive currently. 4%. When the stress level reaches 100%, the generator will explode and the game will end. That'll be fun.
Going. Time to earn your bread.
Apparently it is livable at home. Okay. So that's been done. This is functioning, but they're cold. Let me fix that. Heater is on. I don't want them to... Oh, this is going to be terrible for the coal. Okay, what do we have happening? Gathering post. Turn the heater on there. I don't want more people... I don't want people falling sick if it can be helped. Gathering post. Cold. Now just chilly. And cookhouse currently livable, so we don't need to worry about turning on the heaters here at the medical post or the cookhouse. Wow. Okay. So that's working. About 2 days worth of coal, it says. Is that right? We're still at about the same. We're still at a... We're operating at a deficit, but we're still, you know, it's happening. We have a significant amount of coal that's getting gathered. So that's good. Oh! Hey, Valadrian, thank you for the raid. Yay! Hello! Greetings, greetings. We're in the frozen wastes. We are, I'm doing all the Frostpunk extra scenarios and DLC before I start Frostpunk 2. You were making dinosaur parks in a very cold place. Awesome. Yeah, I saw that you were doing dinosaur stuff, I think. That's cool. Awesome. Excellent. Good to see you. I hope your stream went well. How was it? I am currently just trying to balance things. To be fair, you're nearly always doing dinosaur stuff. Well, that's fair. It was relaxing and chill. Awesome. Excellent. Strangely enough, I do this for, you know, it was said earlier that this is that to say that this is a chill game is redundant, but that Frostpunk is redundant. But you know, I also strangely this calms me, even though I'm like terribly excitable about the tiniest decision on this. But you know, it's my level of relaxation, which isn't very. But how that goes. But scouts have arrived at the trail bend, so I shall take care of that in a sec. Let me see here. But I figure while I'm taking a TTRPG break and already playing Dino video games, people can watch me play Dino video games. Excellent. Yes. Awesome. There should always be dino video games out there. It's always good. But let me go ahead and get myself over here. What am I doing? And now you must put on pants and go get food. Ah, yes, food stuff. People need that, apparently. That's coming into sharp relief here. I have people who are hungry. Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much for coming by. But no, and for the lurk. Awesome. Awesome to see you. Thank you so much. It's, folks, let me see if I can actually go off here. Do go and look at Valduranth's stuff, because it's quite good. It's quite good. Because they have some actually excellent roleplay that happens over on their channel. I did that right. Excellent. I sent the shout out appropriately. Good. It's they have some excellent folks over there. I sometimes will participate in their annual Yule time thing that they do for charity, where they do a bunch of one shots, and so they're good people. Go check them out if you would. But now that I am, what am I doing? Oh, there I am. Okay. I should have taken this opportunity. I should have been pouring tea while I was saying all this, but alas, multitasking is not my strong suit. Let's see. So we have, at this point, we have some scouts that have reached the trail bend. I'm going to go ahead and save before I go and I look and see what has happened, because there are missing children over there. Or supposedly. We're out looking for some missing children. And we shall see. I should also mention, may want to take a look at the content warnings for this. As apocalyptic themes, illness, death by cold, starvation, colonialism. There's a lot of that in this game. So there's a good thing to look at. We're currently dealing with the starvation part of that, as we have more and more people going hungry because we don't have enough food right now. We will have it, I think, because we can very shortly, I hope, build another hunter's tent to send out more hunters to gather more food. But if we get enough research in, we can eventually build a hothouse and grow food as well, which would be nice. But I have to have the staff for it. That's kind of the thing. And as Sphinx is mentioning, yes, we'll have the food one way or another. It's gonna happen. Well, we'll see. No, we don't know what they're not that desperate yet, and I have yet to see it happen in this game. But we'll see what happens. Or as just sort of seeking alternate sources. But we'll see how this goes. Okay. The teacup has been made. It's not a teacup, it's a mug. You know what I mean. Did I just go bend? Yes, good. Okay. Alright. Yay, ADHD. Okay. Let's see what we've got. A series of gentle rolling hills begins here. There's a makeshift camp nestled between two of them. Survivors? Explore. Lost and found. Oh, great, there's a decision. Lost and found. A shallow depression by the bend shelters a group of our people. Their supplies fell into an ice crevice, or crevasse, depending on which side of the room you're standing, and they made camp here to wait for help. The lost children wandered into the camp a few days ago. They're lucky we found them before they all starved. No, they'll have an opportunity to starve when they get to our city. And we also discovered a wrecked vehicle site, which is nice. Escort the refugees to the city. The scouts will set out toward our city and bring the refugees quickly and safely with them. Are those engineers? I think those are engineers. 4 engineers and 15 tiny pairs of mittens. Send the survivors to the city. The survivors will set out towards our city on their own. It will take longer, and some of them may die. And leave the refugees to their fate. Without knowing how to get to our city, they'll die trying to find it. Yes, obviously, we know which choice we're going to make here, right? We're going to escort the refugees to the city. We're trying to be good people on this run. Okay. So that now is the thing that is happening. They'll be here in like 7.5 hours. So that's good. We'll explore the rest of this stuff later. There's a wrecked vehicle here. There's an abandoned camp here. We'll figure it out. We are? Damn. Yes. I'm sorry. I might not have said it while I was talking about it. I'm trying to. My take currently on this run is that this is a group of refugees is trying to be are trying to be do as much of them believing themselves to be good people as possible. Whether that's true or not will remain to be seen. But we're going to be taking them on the religious route because I haven't done that before. So we'll see. Let's get back to the city. Okay. What am I doing? Ah, yes. We have 12 people. Only 12 people hungry currently. No one's starving. That's good. Yeah, no, we know how exploration works. We've been doing this a lot lately. So. Currently it's looking okay. The only thing we gotta watch is to make sure that the generator does not explode. That would be kind of a bummer. Then the game will end. But we're playing a game of chicken with the generator and a promise that I made to keep everyone warm. I'm supposed to keep homes warm for the next 20 hours and 10 minutes. So hopefully the generator will hold out that long. Oh boy. It's 16% already in Overdrive. And that's sort of the whole idea, is to keep things going that long, and then maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to get we'll be able to we'll be able to keep our promise. Either that or the generator will explode, which would be fun to see. You know how things go. Steel wreckage depleted. Oh, okay. Where's that? That's over here? Yeah, this gathering post is still doing stuff, though. We've still got steel and a couple of steam cores to dig out, so that's going to be important. So let's see. We have refugees will be arriving soon. We are going to need to build another tent for them. Oh, wait a minute. We got to build a lot more tents. Oh boy. So let's see. Currently, everyone is currently housed. We have spare people. So this is the thing. We have to choose how we are. We have 84 wood that's still to be gathered from there, and then that'll be it for what we can gather that way. We're gonna have to build a sawmill soon to gather wood in other ways. Which, there's some wood around here. And the very good question. What are we making the tents out of? Wood. Entirely out of wood, apparently. I don't know how that works. I mean, it looks like we have some kind of tarp covering. I have no idea where that comes from, though. It's a mystery. Maybe it's very thin bark. Don't know. But anyway, maybe it's tree bark. Yeah, that's it could be tree bark. That's what I'm going to choose to believe. Plant fibers, yeah, easily could be plant fibers. Building another hunter's hut would be really helpful right now. I also need to build a fighting arena. I forgot about that. I've got a little more time to keep that promise. That's I've got how long? 2 days, 11 hours to build a fighting arena. But you know, we're gonna need 2 more tents. So I guess the question is shelter versus the hut. Only chilly at the hunter's hut. Yet would be cold here without a heat. Strange. I think that I have to decide if I'm going to just build, because how many more tents are we gonna need? We have 103 people. Anyway, so let's see, 15 workers are coming that way. Here we have 4 engineers and 15 children. So 34 more people. Either you make the fight arena legally or we make it illegally. Your choice. Yes. That's a thing. But not as important as the tents or the other stuff. Or even, you know, another medical place. How's that coming, by the way? One patient's going to leave in less than an hour. Okay. Let's see. So, we have 16 wood currently. The hunter's hut. I think we'll be able to do both. But it would behoove us to have the hut ready before... Yeah, before their shift starts at 1800 hours. We can build the homes whenever we need to. Unless them just arriving here is going to cause the promise to be broken, because there are going to be people who aren't. I mean, we may not be able to do anything about that. It's let me see here. Housing. We have 7 vacant beds currently, so there's one house with only 3 people in it. It's going to be 34. So we only need to build 3 tents. That's going to be 30 wood. Our current intake of wood is 46 per day. We might have enough. We'll have to, and then there's the whole thing with the sawmill. Yeah, the sawmill's going to make everything weird. But the sooner we build it, the better. Yeah, so I'm just gonna save now. Lumber quandary. That fit. Excellent. Yes. I think I'm gonna go for the hunter's hut first, then the housing. I think that's how I'm going to try it, and then if they arrive and we suddenly lose, then we'll know that was the problem. So the moment we have 20 wood, I'm going to go ahead and build another hunter's hut, because we have the people. And we're going to have more soon. Well, we're going to have... Yeah, we'll be all right. We'll have more soon. Well, actually, we're gonna have 4 more engineers soon. Okay, we have the 20 wood. Gonna build a second hunter's hut. I have to build it here, I guess. I mean, I guess I could build it over here. Oh, that's true, though. That's going to be closer. I don't know if that's going to help at all. I can build it right here. I don't have the wood to spare for other stuff. I could build it here. Which probably won't delay them too much, numerically speaking. That'll probably be okay. Why not? Yeah, put the hunter's hut right next to the cemetery. I'm sure that'll be fine. Why are the choices all like this? Alright. Well, here you go. We're out of wood, really? And it's only chilly over there, strangely, because there's building insulation. Now, in less than an hour, I mean, if it goes bad, you won't have to move them far. Yeah, that's it. Everything's fine. Sawmill researched. That's the other thing I didn't think about. Now that I'm looking at things. Because, sawmill is how much? 10 wood. See, the moment we build that, then we'll be able to actually, like, get at these trees that are out here. At least as best we can. Is that's coal. What's that over there? That's iron. Okay. Okay. The sawmill is researched. I can't start researching anything else yet. But you know, yeah, I mean, having a steelworks will be necessary eventually. But that's most, I think, of what I can really do right now. I think the next priority is going to be, as far as research goes, is going to be the drawing boards. So we'll take a look at that when the time comes. We have the 50 wood to spare. Which hopefully we'll have, because we do need to get at those next things. So nothing necessary right now from them. When we hit 10 wood, I'm going to go ahead. This is the quandary, right? It's already almost 1,500 hours. We need 3/10. If I build a sawmill, it's not going to work out. They're going to be cold overnight because I'm not going to have enough material for the tents. I don't think it's going to work out. It's like 4.6 per hour, right? And they're on until... I could put them on an extended shift. Not something I want to do. Something I could go ahead and do. It's going to be close. if we build a sawmill like right now, that may jeopardize our ability to actually make the tent. However, it will at least let me see where these things are. Just put it right there, and then we'd have to build a street out to it, which is another thing. Of course, what we would really want to do is put it wherever we could gather the most, which would be like over here. Can't put it there. Be probably right about there. That, I think, is soaking up the most trees. It's like over here would be... Yeah. I think that's definitely more on the other side, but I can't do it. I can't do it. It can't be. We don't have time, which is not great. So yeah, we're just hoping against hope that these folks gather enough lumber before they go off shift. Oh, a coal pile's been depleted. That's great. One of these down here. One of the ones over here. Was there one over here? I think there might have been. Yeah. Just running out of coal. Oh, also, let's see. How are we for exploding? Not yet. Okay, good. A little under 15 hours. If we can keep it going for a little under 15 hours, we'll have fulfilled our promise. Okay. Nope, just waiting and setting up for... I'm just going to go ahead and start building tents. I think now. What do I have over there? Another hunter's hut. It should be under construction. Remaining time about 13 hours. Why? Why should we have people free to do this? Where are the people coming to work? They're coming. They're just hungry and probably moving more slowly than they would otherwise. This is going to be great. Okay, now it's starting. Scouts, Unit Number 1 have returned safely to the city. You can disband the scouts at the beacon or send them back out into Frostland. Okay. I might want to keep them around long enough to help with the building. Because it's currently showing them as idle. I don't think I had this many. Yeah, I had 13 people a moment ago. I now have 17. I feel like that'll help. Actually, I could have clicked on that. It would have showed me where that coal pile was. Too late! And we have homeless people now, which is great. Yes, great. Hoping for the best. Oh no. More things. More things are happening. Missing children found. Oh, that's good. Captain from the group from the Trail Bend has reached our city. The missing children are amongst them. The parents are beside themselves with joy. I see. Oh, prizes slightly. Good. Excellent. We still have... we have more refugees coming in 2 days. That's great. Let's go ahead and I guess we'll get started on the houses. But I want this to be built. That's the only thing. That needs to be built. So I'm gonna hold off for just a little bit. Oh, there they are. Just showing up there. We're gonna put them to work immediately. I just want more of this. I don't want them to suddenly abandon steel wreckage depleted. Where is this? Down here. Okay. Alright, cool. We've got a little neighborhood set up for you. We just need to build the houses. Oh, crap.
Finish your labors, people. The work day is
I really wish I had been watching that. No, stay. Please. Please stay. I didn't do that fast enough. Okay, good. Another group arrives. This group was caught in a vicious blizzard. The light of our beacon led them safely through the worst of it. I see. Good, good, good. Okay. Now. Get some hunters out there. Because that has to happen immediately. Let us now... I'm going to build a couple of tents, and my hope is that they will gather enough wood for us to build a third tent in the amount of time we have left. Oh boy. This should be doable. Except we're not going to have streets leading to the tent. That's the only problem. We might not have quite enough lumber for this. We're going to have to be extremely careful. Okay, if I do it here, that won't be in the heat zone. If I do it here, that will be in the heat zone. But I'll have to build more street. I have to hope that I'll have enough street available unless I tear this down and rebuild it like over here. What do we have? This is a Steam Core transport. This little tiny... Oh, hang on. Minutia. I'm gonna try... Heavens help me, I'm gonna try to destroy a section of road. I won't have time to disassemble the section of road. Oh, no. Maybe I will? Okay. And the reason I did that, so that I can then in turn do this. There. So you now go here. And you now go here. And my hope is that I'll then have enough space to build one more over there. Actually, hang on a second. I just realized something. It's going to be out of the heat zone, isn't it? Let me try that again. I wasn't looking at the heat zone. Okay, that destroys that pretty quickly. Okay, thank goodness. It's still in the heat zone. Alright, yeah, no, it's still in the heat zone. That's fine. Okay. We're good. Alright. You go there, you go there. And then in 5 more, I'm hoping there's just enough of that street that I can put one there. Is to gather wood on your extended shift, so that we shall have a sufficient amount. Oh, thank God I've been praying for it. Oh no! More is happening now! What now? Oh no, people are hungry. Captain, some of our people are here to talk about the lack of food. They've been hungry for days now, and they fear that soon they'll begin to starve. They want you to do something. Let's feed them. You'll have 3 days to feed everyone. Let's feed them and stockpile some food. You'll have 3 days to feed everyone and stockpile 66 food rations. I won't address this right now. Discontent will rise slightly. I mean, I'd like to be able to feed them. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. At best, we might be able to do this. I don't think we can do this. If I do this, and the promise is kept, though, that's going to be good. Discontent will rise slightly. I will drop. We're trying to... Okay, no, we're going for ideals here. I just built another hunter's tent. So... Look, I'm hungry too. Try thinking full thoughts. Oh, God. Yeah, that's the process, isn't it? Okay, yeah, no, I have to... I have to make a decision. Okay. If theoretically they can get... They haven't been bringing in 20 a night. But if we bring in another 20 a night, if we're bringing in 40 a night, then that's going to be, again, turning it into soup, because we have to turn it into soup. Then I mean, that's going to be 200 food. That should feed everybody. I mean, better than shooting the first one and saying, there's 1 day's worth and closing the door. I think we might be able to do it. If we might be able to do this one. But yeah, it's either that or I won't address this right now. This one, I don't think I can say that. 'Cause I don't know for sure if we're going to be able to stockpile it or not. But we might be able to feed everyone just because that should give us 200 a day, right? Because that's 5 times 20. 5 times 20 is 100, and 2 of those is 200. I'm going to say let's feed them. And now we have... And now we have another goal. It's down over here. Build a fighting arena. I've got 2 days left for that. Feed all the hungry. 3 days. 8 hours. Currently 19 hungry, it says, although... Yeah, that's current. That's correct. Alright. Well, we'll see. We'll see how this goes. I'd like the tents to get built, and then I'm going to send the scouts out again. Before I do more things. Eight. $10. Good. Ah, I see that we're at halfway to the generator exploding. That's awesome. I'm sure everything will be fine. Let me see if we can build a tent over here now. Yes? No! I need a little more... I need a little more wood before we can actually plonk it down. Well, sure. Let's give that a shot. We need 2. Please give us a second wood before this turns to 20. Please? Please? Yes! Oh, thank goodness. Alright. Oh, good. There we go. That'll do it. I have apparently not broken my other promise yet. Keep homes warm, which resolves in under 10 hours. You just have to keep this going for a little longer, or we can turn it off again. Or, you know, it could explode, which would be fine. We could do that too. I'm sure that won't be a problem. Look, you have half, plenty. Yeah, that's it. I'm sure we're fine. It's fine. It's just fine. It's yeah, half is fine, right? Yeah, that's enough. I guess I'll turn this. I'm going to turn off the extended shift so that I can at least remove that discontent. Okay. There we go. Just 7 more folks homeless to deal with, and then they will be housed. And their temperature is going to hold up. There we go. Okay. All right. See, now I'll have places to live. In a day and a half, we'll need to build... Oh, good lord. So 20 workers, 20 children. We're gonna need another 4 houses, probably. Yep. That'll be great. Oh, yes, the scouts. Yeah, I'll go ahead and send them out. You might find stuff that we could use, but I just needed their help to build stuff before anything else happened. So, I mean, I could go and help escort those folks in, or I could go and look at that wrecked vehicle, which would take 24 hours, or I could look at that abandoned camp, which would take 12 hours. I'm going to send them out to the abandoned camp that's closer. More expedient. We'll see if they have any stuff. Several ruined shacks. We can't see any signs of activity. Okay. And can't afford more scouts right now for a couple of reasons. Well, actually, we'd have to research it to be able to make more scouts. But we're getting there. Ah, I see we've gone 3 hours. I'm gonna try to stop once. I'm gonna try to at least get to the point I can turn off Overdrive before before I quit for the night. We've got just another 5.5 hours. And the temperature will rise. Yeah, that happened fast, didn't it? Hey, look, a quarter left. We've got a whole quarter left. I'm sure it'll be fine as we continue this game of chicken. This generator explodes, I swear. It could. It might. It's gonna get real close. We've got like 3 hours. Three and a half hours, and we're at 81%. No pressure. Well, at least the workday won't have started yet when we either turn this off or explode. One of the two things will happen. Here, let me look over at the food situation. Oh, our coal balance is good. That's great. Food ration balance still isn't great. What was I trying to find out? I'm lost. Oh yes, I was looking at this because of the hunter's hut. It's still, food consumption still is outweighing it, so we're gonna need to build another one of these. Either that, or we go ahead and we do a hothouse in the amount of time that we have, which I don't know if that'll work or not, but you never know. I don't know if we'll have the lumber for it, but we'll see. Okay, 2 hours, 87%, okay. This is gonna be great. You invited all these people into the city trying to be decent, but now they're just sitting on a potential time bomb. Yes, yeah, very much so. Just an hour and a half left. 89%. We gonna make it? Generator stress level critical. Danger, the generator stress level is over 90%. I'm sure it's fine. Just gotta go another hour and 13 minutes. Oh, God. Ah! As the time has come, prepare your marshmallows. Prepare your marshmallows. Let us see what happens. Oh boy. Okay. 90%. Oh God, 1 hour, less than an hour. Let's make it through the day. Well, God, I'm so tired. Every day's the same grind. We've got to keep going. So there may be some unscheduled variety today. We'll know in a moment. Okay, almost there. 30 minutes. 94%. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Promise fulfilled. You promised people warmth. You delivered. Hope rises. Excellent. I'm turning off the. I'm gonna turn off Overdrive now. Ah, there we go. Turn off the Overdrive. Generator stress levels at critical level. You have to turn off the Overdrive now. I see. Yeah. Okay, we did it. We did it, folks. We turned off the Overdrive. Oh my God. Now everyone's back to Chile. It's like, promise fulfilled. Oh my God. That was so stressful. But also hilarious.
The work shift starts.
Oh, I see the work shift has started. That's great. Now, I think the important question is, will we have enough lumber to build a sawmill? Because that's the only way we're getting more lumber after these are depleted. Folks will never... And folks will never know. They will never know how close things came. I just wonder if the engineers are sort of walking by it and they're like, Captain, we talked about this. You know, we're over 90%, dude. Everything okay? Oh my god. That's that was a thing. That was definitely a thing. Oh, okay. Yeah. We're good. We're good now. Everything's fine. Here. We're good. Just gathering lumber. Now, so we can... Those engineers are not... Those engineers are not drinking heavily. No, absolutely not. I'm sure everything's fine. Let's see. Okay. So... Oh my god. Alright. Well, let me go ahead and build a sawmill. I won't have the lumber to build a road yet, but you know we'll never have any lumber again if we don't build a sawmill. So let's see, sawmill will go where? You could just put it like right out there. I think the maximum coverage we're gonna get is if we put it like right about there. And it's saying it's okay. This is where it's gonna get weird. Oh, this is where it's gonna get weird. Because I don't know about if building streets through the trees destroys any of the trees. We want to do like these first, right? Okay. I feel like that's the spot. Because the only warning I'm getting is it's not adjacent to a street. So we'll try putting it there. And we'll see if we can build a road out to it. And if we can't, we'll have to restore and make it work. I feel like that took out a bunch of trees. But I can't tell. Did that take out a bunch of trees? Did that flat? Were there a bunch more trees down here? Did that just flatten these? Because I kind of want to look. Hang on. So... No, it was always like this. Okay. Good, 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 okay. I think we're okay. It's just you can see them better when you're doing that. Okay, right. They're covered by snow. Okay. It's right about there. Okay. Now. We're gonna have to build a road. And my hope is that we will have enough 35 wood. 35 wood should be enough to build a road. Ah! Everything all right? You can introduce a new law now. Oh, great. Steel wreckage depleted over here. We're down to just this steam core that we're getting. Oh, we've got a steam core now. So there's one more steam core we're working on. and hopefully all will be well. Oh. Hey, how's it going? Oh, good to see you. We are, we just by the skin of our teeth managed to keep everyone warm long enough for a promise that we made. We had the here in Frostland. We have a we just put a generator up to above 90% on Overdrive to make it happen, and now finally, it was just before the generator exploded. We fulfilled our promise, so we turned it off. How have you been doing? I hope you've been doing well. Yeah, just almost there. Now we're hoping we can. Now we've just placed a sawmill. I think this is gonna be like the last thing I do today. We're placing a sawmill and hoping that we gather enough wood to build a road out to it before the wood runs out. We have the only source of wood currently are these crates. There's, let's see, 9 left. It says here 29. I'm not sure what this means. Oh, you're getting over the flu. Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope you feel better soon. Scouts have reached the abandoned camp. Okay. Right. Yes. Camp abandoned. Save. Scouts. Yeah, there's some nasty stuff going around right now. I hope you feel better soon. Let me see. Scouts. All right. Might be steel, might be wood. This camp belonged to the builders of the generator. Their shacks are falling apart. Excellent. Let's explore. Builder's diary. We found scraps from a diary amongst the remains of the camp. Let me grab that. Today we finished building the generator for the lords. Now at last we can set out for London to bring our families home, bring our families here to safety. Reads the last entry. I'm sure it's fine. Take resources. So they left behind 24 steel and 53 wood. We'll go ahead and take that, which will be helpful if we absolutely need it. Ruins of a camp where the builders of the generator used to live. This is pretty close. This is Hanged Man Hill. That sounds charming. That is 13 hours away. Amongst the endless white plain, a dead body hangs from a frozen tree at the top of a small hill. That sounds exciting. Cracked ice, 14 hours. This place is the only thing standing out in the endless white desert. That's probably a gateway to more stuff. Let's go and check out Hanged Man Hill first. That sounds exciting. Which we'll probably see. That's in 12 hours. We'll probably see that next time. But let me see if I can build a freaking road. Oh yes, I can make another law. I forgot. Let's see. Yes. No, they're good. I'm sure they're just chilling in London. Yeah, that's it. They're not on their way here or anything. Let's see. I know we're probably going to need a care house soon. Ceremonial funerals. This is helpful when people die later. And the child, we could do child labor, which would be, that would double our workforce at this point. But if we decide we're trying to follow this terribly people who think they are good people path, then child shelters would probably be the next thing, and I'd have to build one within a couple of days. Probably not be a terrible idea to have one. Either that, or I can institute a dueling law. Let them shoot their problems out. I have a feeling this isn't a good idea. Or we could build a pub. We need people to staff the pub. We kind of have a few people right now. Patrons at the public house are less discontented. Hope will rise slightly. Have to build a public house. I think it is time. here's the thing. I mean, the pub is, it's 20 wood, 10 steel. Child shelter, 20 wood, 5 steel. This is cheaper. Providing all children with a place in a child shelter gives a permanent hope bonus, which could be nice. Hope will rise, but you'll have to build a child shelter. I think we're going to go ahead and do this now. We're going to go ahead and make the promise, at least. Making promises we can't keep. We're going to go ahead and make the promise now. Children will spend the day in shelters.
New law is signed.
And hope went up. Yay! Our hope is way up right now. Promise fulfilled, desirable decision, desirable law, which is nice. We now have the ability to build a child shelter, but we don't have the resources currently. I have to build a street now and hope that it makes it out here and doesn't destroy any resources. So let's see. We can cut down through here. The issue is just getting to where we need to be. Let me see what we have. Save again because I'm just forgotten everything I'm doing. All right. Yeah, we go. See, we have currently 9. I don't think we're gonna have enough right now. 6, 7. That's 7. But it's not going to work out. It's gonna destroy. Oh, well, wait, no, it's because of where it is. I understand. I understand now. We can build to here. It sucks that we have to build around these resources to get to where we need to go. We're like almost there. This could work. Start on that. And we'll send folks. That's all the wood we currently have. But we'll finish that street as soon as we can. Good, it's better to keep the children out of harm's way. And what are they going to do all day? Watch the snow fall? Let me just check our goals again. Let's see, child shelter, there it is. Build a child shelter. 2 days, 23 hours, so just under 3 days. We've got just over 2 days to feed everyone. I've got a day and 10 hours to build a fighting arena. So many promises! We're out of wood again. We just need a tiny bit more to make it where we need to this space here. We're so close. There. Okay. That'll do it. That took up a lot of resources. But now, we will have a sawmill. It is currently cold at the sawmill. Okay. Destroyed steam core transport depleted. And gathering post resources depleted. Ah, okay. We can now get rid of this gathering post, finally. This is a hunter's hut. It's now inoperative. Okay. Well, let's repossess it. Yeah, 12 wood, 4 steel. Yeah, yeah. R.I.P. the poor man who has to lead the way through that. Yep. That's, there's a lot happening over there. Still got a couple people sick. Okay, the wood crates are depleted. We have 19 wood now, though, because presumably, because it just jumped up to 20. So I'm presuming that's because we just took this apart. So we've got a little more to work with. So I'm thinking, I'm gonna make some decisions here. Once this sawmill begins operating, then we'll have more wood coming in. Right now, this 20 wood is all we have to work with, which might be depleted again shortly. As this is going on. Oh no, 21? Why is there still wood coming in? I don't understand how this works. Well, who knows? It'll be fine. I'm sure everything will be fine. Everything will be fine. Oh, there's still some... Oh, wait a minute. It's still technically... Yeah, it hasn't been depleted technically yet. There's still... Like, it has, but it hasn't. Oh, there's still like 12 wood crates left. Okay. Alright, so... What this means... So we might have like 35 wood available ultimately, if I'm divining this correctly. So... Child shelter, 20 wood, 5 steel. Fighting arena, 15 wood. Those are the promises that were made. Thing is, we're gonna need to, might need just another hunter's hut so that we have more food coming in. And there's the possibility of waiting until, then there's the option of waiting until we have 50 so we can finally do this. Get our next thing going. So, you know what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to leave that decision for next time. I'm going to make that the problem of future me. And I think we're going to... I've been going 3.5 hours, so I should probably dive off here. So I'm going to... I know, part of me just wants to watch them build this and okay. And staff it. But, what's the, in another day, we'll need 4 more tents. Yeah, there are several things that need to happen. Mining arena, we've got a day. I think the sooner we get research underway again, the better off we will be. So I think I'm going to hold off for us to have 50 units of wood. Which will not happen today. Because we've got less than 2 hours. We're only going to have like 35 units of wood today, if we have anything. Another hunter's hut wouldn't be terrible. We've got the people for it. If we do another hunter's hut, then... I keep flip-flopping on my decisions because, you know, we need food. Because the food situation, we've got more people coming in. The food situation, and I don't know how long I'm going to have to keep people fed. That's the only thing. Once we feed all the hungry, I don't know how long that state's going to have to stay. Which, in theory, it should, but... We'll take another 15 workers. We do have 15 idle workers currently. To do a hunter's hut. the food situation right now, we're still at a deficit. It's the consumption is 132 a day, it says. So if we bring in another 20 raw food. I mean, right now, but at the same time, how much does that have to do with... You get 40 raw food a day. That should be, again, 200. That should give us 200 a day. The gain is 100 a day, I guess, over the consumption. Under the consumption. Because it's 132 a day. I see. I see the problem. The problem is that it's more than I think it is. Maybe they eat more than once a day. That's a thought. People do that? Apparently. Okay. I guess I'll just build another hunter's hut. I've got the lumber for it, and that maybe will make it so that that will happen. And then I have to hope that they'll within the next day we'll be able to get enough wood to build the arena. But then also we've got to get that research started. We're going to be just looking in the short term. We've got to get the other stuff that we're going to need for when the temperature plunges down again. Over here, in a few days, temperature is going to drop 2 levels. Ah! Terrible, terrible decisions. All right. The alternate means is to go here and research the hothouse, which I forget how much the hothouse provides in the way of food, but it'll definitely help. If we have that in time, that'll make everything much easier. I think the hothouse produces like 40 on its own. I think. It's been too long. I can't remember. And we only need like, I don't know, so 5-10 people to work there? Instead of the 15 that the hunter's hut requires. Okay, I think we've got 2 days. I think the research is probably still going to be the best option because if we can get it done in sort of the amount of time we're looking for. All right. Well, I can always restore back if it doesn't happen. All right. Okay. That decision is made. Somewhat. Still building. All right. Here we go. I just want to get the sawmill operational. And one person starving again. This is... I don't know how well this is going to go, but I hope we can make it. 2 people starving. Great.
Finish your labors, people. The workday is up.
Alright. Area effects. There are 2 types of buildings with area effects. Some buildings like Sawmill have an area from which resources can get... Yeah, okay, yes. We know this. Sawmill area effect shows the area from which resources can be gathered. House of Prayer. An area effect shows the area in which influence will be exerted. We won't have to worry about that at all, will we? Of course not. Except when we do. Okay. Just need the street to... 2,175 wood available. Great, okay. Let us put workers out there currently. I will juggle this around as I need to. It's closed at this time of day, unfortunately. But at least that will give us what we need soon. All right. Good. I think I'm doing the right thing. We'll find out. How much will this give us then in the way of lumber? 110 a day, which is no, well, I mean, you know, once these wood crates are done, that'll be it. Which I think they are done, aren't they? Guess we'll find out. It's at the gathering post. Ah, yes. That's almost done. This will be very soon that we can start that. But it'll be the next day. So I think we're gonna go ahead and close it off for now. And hopefully we'll be able to get back to this soon. I am terribly addicted to this game, so it'll probably be soon when you see me again doing this. All right. Back to the main menu with us. And then we will talk for a moment as I figure out what the heck is happening in life and stuff. Okay. All right. Thank you all very much for watching. I very much appreciate it. I'm just going to go ahead and do one or two little things here in the background to help me be able to move my mouse into other screens again. There we go. Okay. All right, folks. This game is so much fun. I have too much fun with this game. It's freaking 11:30 at night. I need to stop. You see how much fun this game is. Too much fun. So let's see. What is today? Today is... My God, what day is it? Sunday? It's Sunday. I don't know what day it is anymore. So in theory, I believe this Thursday is our next Sunday. Yes, good. Yes. Yeah, I think this Thursday would be our next game of Suspended, our next session of Suspended, if Lucci is available. So we'll be playing the old text adventure game Suspended, ordering robots around as we sit frozen in the central hub, just cryogenically frozen, trying to keep a planet from dying. So we're going to be doing that. And that is most of what we have happening this week. Should have more TTRPG content toward the end of next week. I also have some other stuff I would like to do, where I want to toss out a few things and maybe get some one-shots going again. We'll see. I have to... the building blocks of the schedule. January is chaos, basically. And so just sort of figuring stuff out, and things will settle down soon, and then I will know what is happening. So more stuff soon. I'll be doing this off and on, and then eventually working my way back to Age of Empires, and perhaps other things. We'll see. But I thank you all very much for coming, whether you're watching now or you're watching later. We're probably going to go say hi to somebody. When we hit the end card, feel free to hang on if you're so inclined and say hi to them with us. In the meantime, folks, just remember you're unique, and that is wonderful because variety is important. You matter. Take care, and I will see you all of a sudden.